Hello and welcome to Nadia's Meals in Minutes. Now, if you don't live in the UK, you may not know that we've just had a few days of very stormy weather here.
Stormy weather.
And you also may not know that I'm not just on YouTube, I'm on the telly. I'm in a show called Loose Women. And we did the show the other day, and because it was so stormy, we had to wait for our cars. So we went across the road to the rather exclusive Soho house. I'm not a member, I can only go in with a member. Anyway, my friend and producer of the show, Matty, ordered the Big Mac fried rice. Now, apparently this is unique to Soho house members. I've always seen it on the menu and just thought, ooh. Anyway, he gave me a spoonful. And it was so damn good. This was only on Friday. So I thought, I've got to do it. So I've looked up the recipe, and actually it is the great Angela Hartnett, who you've worked with, haven't you, Mark? The great Italian chef that created this recipe. There's a few little things I haven't quite got the same as hers. So let's say this is inspired by Angela Hartnett, but it's very much her recipe. It's not my recipe. So I've already cooked 250 grams of brown sushi rice. Now she says it can be brown, white, red, whatever you want. But hey, let's have a bit of goodness if we can. And brown rice is very good for us.
Can you get red rice?
Yeah, you can. And you can get wild rice. So a couple of glugs of olive oil. Right, 400 grams of good quality beef. So I've used nice organic with 12%, oh, it's a bit frozen. My fridge gets too cold. Does that happen to anyone else? With 12% fat, because I like a bit of fat. Otherwise it can be a bit dry. Right, so probably should have let that get a bit hotter. But okay, that's all right. We'll let that cook away. So, now, you can do this with corn. Though yuck, quite personally. But you can do it, you know, if you're a veggie or a vegan, just find your way. With the mayonnaise, Hellmann's do a very good vegan mayonnaise, so you can easily make this vegan or vegetarian. So just break that down a bit. I'm very annoyed it's a bit frozen. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Let me go. Okay, I'm now going to just leave that to just brown and crisp up. Now, if you guys weren't here, I'd probably do this in 2 batches, but you'll get bored. So we're just going to do it in 1 batch. Because don't forget, when you overcrowd your pan with your meat, it steams rather than fries. Mind you, when you think about it, a Big Mac has got a kind of boiled burger flavour to it. It's kind of steamy. It's not like Burger King. I love a Burger King. Do you like Burger King? I love Burger King and I love McDonald's. We haven't got that many Burger Kings here nowadays.
Burger Kings.
We haven't really got that many. So in here we are making our sauce. I've got 100 grams of ketchup, 100 grams of mayo, and 35 grams of American mayonnaise. You need that American mayonnaise to get that Big Mac flavour. So to that, remember this is Angela Hartnett's recipe, not my own. Just putting a little teaspoon of chopped shallot. She adds spring onions in hers as well, but I didn't really fancy that. And I've got a chopped gherkin.
Ooh.
Now, controversial, because I know a lot of people don't like the gherkin. I'm going to give a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Angela uses white pepper, but I haven't got any. So I'm putting a sprinkle of ground black pepper. I wouldn't put crunchy pepper because you don't really, it's not right, is it? It's not Burger King-y. So give that a stir.
I thought it was McDonald's.
Oh, sorry, McDonald's. Yeah, it is. Sorry, darling. McDonald's. Try it. Yum. Now she says, if the fancy takes you, add a little bit of the sweet vinegar. So it's the sweet pickle you're using. And that's going to be the dressing for our lovely rice burger fried rice. Now when you say this sounds really unhealthy, because my friend Matty was like, oh God, can you imagine how unhealthy this is? It is a little bit, but only because of the mayonnaise, but just drizzle a little bit, because what have we got here otherwise? We've got brown rice, we've got good protein in the beef, or if you're vegan, veggie, whatever you're using. And we've got a bit of veg, we've got some lettuce. Right, so to that, I'm going to add, she said half a chopped white onion. So I would, because she says add it after the beef, chop it nice and small. And she said 6 cherry tomatoes, but I didn't have cherry tomatoes, so I just used the medium tomato. So I want to get a bit of fire under that now. Now again, Angela said make it a bit crispy. I'm not going to. I don't really want crispy beef on my rice, but if that's what you fancy, go for that.
Do you like cooking?
That's a funny question. Why'd you say that? Why'd you ask me that?
I just fancied asking you.
You eat me. I've got a very stiff neck, by the way, guys, so do forgive me. Right, while that's cooking down a bit.
Incredibly like the Big Mac sauce.
Good! So I'm going to heat a little oil here, because this lovely salad that I had the other day had this gorgeous, gorgeous crispy tortillas. Now, I've only got corn ones, so I've used corn ones. I might make them a bit smaller actually, because I think and I'm just going to fry them and then sprinkle them in with some sesame seeds, and they'll go sprinkled on top of the salad. You know, a bit, so you're getting a bit of that, the burger with the sesame seed. So we've got the lettuce that the rice and beef is going to be piled onto, which we always have. What would work better, I think, than my cos lettuce is actually an iceberg. How they serve it is open like that in a big iceberg. Now,
it's not served in a bun.
No!
Oh.
That's what I mean. You're getting all the elements, all the flavours without the bun. Now, she said to add an OXO cube, but for some reason, I haven't got any. So I'm just going to put a bit of this, but I would advise an OXO cube, because that, or, you know, some sort of beef cube, for the beefier flavour. Right, so that's all cooking down now nicely. Now I'm going to add a couple of good gloves of soy, and that's why at this point I haven't added any salt, because depending on your soy sauce can be very, it's funny, you know, you think, oh, soy sauce, how have we got Asian? But when you just use it like you can use it like a seasoning, and it doesn't necessarily give the food an Asian taste. It just adds like a richness. Okay, so we are nearly there with our burger meat. Now, I'm going to add my rice. Oh my God, look at that. I wish more places did sushi with brown rice, because look at that. It's so yum and it's so good for you. I love brown sushi rice. I wish our local sushi place, he just won't, really. Every time we ring up an order, I say, are you doing any sushi yet with brown rice? Because otherwise it's just white rice and a tiny bit of fish, not very good for you. Are you finding this so weird, Mark?
Yeah.
This is it. For years, I've seen it on the menu and I've never ordered it, because I thought, oh, that sounds really weird. But the first bite I had, I was like, oh my God. Matty couldn't believe it. That by the time he got home, I'd sent him the recipe and said, I'm going to make it for our YouTube channel. Right, now you are supposed to add all that rice with your 400 grams of beef. I can't be bothered. Are your hands hurting, Mark? Do you want to put the camera down?
No, that's all right.
Honestly, it's a long time to hold that big camera. Okay. Now I'm going to add our little tortillas. So you want that, when you put it in the oil, you want it to just sizzle straight away, otherwise it's not hot enough. Okay, I'm going to try this and see if I think it needs a bit more soy. Oh yeah. I'm going to put a little bit more soy. Okay, there's our tortillas. Oh, I definitely overcooked them. Okay. I got distracted. We'll do a few more because they're too brown. I don't like the look of them. I like to eat them, but I don't want them on top of my burger rice. I better throw them away or else I'm going to eat a lot. Oh my god. Now you could just use tortilla crisps. Oh, but it's nice fried. That's really nice.
I was going to say, can you use a packet of tortillas?
Yeah, you could. Absolutely. You can also use pre-cooked rice. If you want to do this quicker, just use pre-cooked rice. Do a few more and then we're ready to load it up.
So do you make a patty with that?
Nope. Oh. You're desperate for a burger.
Yeah, I don't understand because you say
it's called Big Mac fried rice.
Oh.
It's not called burger. It's the flavours of the Big Mac. I probably should have explained that
Yeah,
more.
no, I thought it was a Big Mac made of rice. Chi-Chi's in the room.
Got our cheese. Right, now I'm just going to shake a few sesame seeds over the top. I'm about to stop eating it. Okay, so that's really, really nice and hot. Oh.
Dogs are always around you, it's so sweet. Ooh.
Okay, what else do burgers have? What else does a Big Mac have?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Plastic cheese.
Plastic American burger cheese. Let that go all melty.
Ooh.
You could, if you wanted, if you could be asked, you could put that under the grill, couldn't you? So for however many people are eating the rice, do a slice per person. Tuck that in there. Put it in there.
Ooh.
Okay. Now.
What do you think, dog? Ooh.
Ready? And you can put as much or as little. Maybe put a little and then let people put their own. Maybe some more gherkins. And then people can easily pick them off. You get a huge bowl to yourself at Soho House. And then, come over here, Mark, sorry. I'm just gonna...
So it's a little bit Mexican as well.
in
look.
Maybe.
You could put peppers in it.
Yeah. Let's not muck about with it. Because actually what she's created, you know, is a really delicate recipe. All these flavours will give you that flavour you love. There you go.
Wow.
Big Mac fried rice. Want me to try it?
Yeah.
Let's have a bit of everything. So good. Oh my God, it's so good. Pure burger flavour.
I thought you were going to say puberty.
There you go. And don't forget, if you want to, you can just use pre-cooked rice, but make sure you heat it right through. Heat it up before you stir it in your meat to be sure that it's properly heated.